Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. This video I decided to do because a lot of people were confused about Foodie Beauty's computer system. So originally she bought an Apple iMac 24-inch Spring 2021 edition with the M1 chip, aka the iMac M1. So specifically with this M1, it's a 7-core GPU. There's also the 8-core, which is a bit expensive, but I do believe this is the exact one that she got. I believe the color is blue. If not blue, then it was green. She says turquoise, but there's only either blue or green or pink or silver. But I do believe it was blue, or maybe it was green. I don't know. Anyways, it's an Apple M1 chip. It has 256 gigabytes of solid state disk and 8 gigabytes of RAM. Now, typically I would say for a PC, 8 gigs of RAM. If you're trying to get a gaming PC or do anything, it's a no-no. 16 gigabytes is okay, 32 is better, 64 is best, etc. But Apple computers are different. This 8 gigs of RAM is just on a different level than like a 16 gigabyte PC. Sometimes it can even compete with like a 32 gigabyte RAM personal computer when side by side, if you compare and contrast an iMac M1 to that type of system. So she said she bought this for about $1,800 with taxes in, so it does compute. The reviews are 4.8 out of 5 people. 264 reviews on bestbuy.ca, so that kind of makes sense. Now, she said she wanted to game and that you couldn't game on an iMac. That is actually wrong, because if you looky here, is it possible to dual boot on an M1? It is. It of course is possible. All you got to do is do your research. So here from macworld.co.uk, can you dual boot on a Mac M1? It says here it's possible to install 2 different operating systems and dual boot your Mac. Not necessarily a Mac OS and Windows. There's other operating systems out there, people. Typically the 2 biggest ones these days are, the Mac OS as well as Windows 10 or 11, which one you want to do. Further states, this means you'll have both versions of Mac OS available and you can choose the one that suits you on a day-by-day basis. So I guess if people want to dual boot with different versions of Mac OS, they could do that. If they want to dual boot with, let's say, Mac OS and Windows, they can do that. I think Linux is also possible, and Ubuntu, I think. Let me make sure I'm getting that right, because sometimes I think it's Ubuntu. If I am wrong, please forgive me. I should have remembered all my operating systems that you can actually boot into. Ubuntu. Yes, Ubuntu, here is it right. Linux, Ubuntu, plus other different, versions of booting into operating systems. But that's not here nor there. Let's continue into the rest of the setup. So she got a blue microphone Snowball Ice USB. So this, I would say, is a starter microphone for people who want to do some stuff. She got it in white. There's chrome. There's also black, etc, etc, etc. $70 is okay for a USB microphone. You could find a better microphone just by adding another $30. In fact, sometimes these microphones that are like $100, $150, they go on sale, and you can actually find a really good microphone like a Razer Siren or something similar. I actually like what was it called? Audio Technica. I liked my Audio Technica USB 2020 microphone. There's tons. There's the Rode USB Max as well. You could use those, but for $70, I guess it's okay. I have no problems with my Blue Snowball that I had before. Sometimes you will have problems depending on your PC and the compatibility, because you might get some noise. I've heard of those problems. I actually did have a problem with one of my USB mics that way, where there was just too much noise when it's plugged into my system, but other people's systems it was fine. So blue microphone as starter is okay. As I've said, you can get others. It's up to you. You choose. Next, she decided to not get a quality webcam. She had a J5 Create HD webcam. She actually ordered a different webcam when we spoke about this on my second channel, Monty After Dark. I said for $50, this webcam is a joke. A J5 Create, you probably can't even software control this, so it's literally a joke. You could have easily gotten, or she could have easily gotten, a Microsoft webcam. She could have easily gotten a Logitech webcam. Like, look at this. Microsoft Modern 1080p HD webcam for $70. Easy peasy. There's just tons of other webcams. A Logitech HD webcam, $29.99, a top deal. I know it's probably 720p, but this would be a lot better. Plus, you can have some software control, so you can kind of zoom in or zoom out depending on what kind of degree of view that you want. So what she chose was completely ridiculous. She did, in fact, decide to choose something else, now didn't she? Right? She decided to get a $300 webcam. I think that's the one that I'm using at this moment and I always use for my streams. And which one is that? That would be the Logitech Brio. It's a 4K webcam. And it's typically about sometimes $230, $250 plus the taxes. That's about $300. You know what? Let me search for it just to give some people visuals. Some people like to look at things. Okay, so it would be this. So save $50. So it's $250. If you want to be technical, is $249.95 plus the taxes. It says save $50. So this is the $300 webcam that I think she's getting. The Logitech Brio Ultra HD Pro webcam, 90 frames per second, USB 3.0. Everything good about this webcam. 4.5 out of 5 views. I love this cam. It gives me brilliant quality images, plus it has a built-in microphone, which I have been using for my past 2/3 streams. Let's continue. She got a Acer Nitro. Originally this, currently it's off sale. The sale ended yesterday, March 17, 2022. It was for $999, so less than $1,000. Acer Nitro 50 gaming PC, AMD Ryzen R5 5600G processor, 512 GB solid state disk, 8 GB of RAM, GTX 1650 video card, loaded onto a Windows 11 OS. Reviews, 2.0 stars out of 5. That should tell you everything already. It's 2.0 out of 5 stars. Come on, people. That should tell you everything. 8 GB of RAM is a problem if you're not using an iMac M1 Spring 2021 edition, because this is just a regular PC. You need at least 16 GB of RAM. 32 is better, 64 is best. So I thought, based on this, they gave her a lemon. This is not that great of a PC. If you're just browsing and you're using StreamYards and that, okay, maybe fine. But if not, it's garbage. What I did say is what's now on sale is this one. So this was on sale before until the 17th, yesterday at the time of this recording. Now it is $200 more, but this one is now $300 off. So this is a cent less than $1,000. This is practically the same, except better CPU. Bigger solid state disk, more RAM, same video card. This is leagues better than what she paid for a couple days ago, I think 2 days ago, except it's all at the same price. So why doesn't she just take back her original Acer Nitro 50 and get this one? It has an Intel Core i5 processor, 1 TB SSD, which is double what she currently has, and 12 GB RAM, which isn't great, but it's better than 8 because you now have 50% more RAM. On the same video card, a GTX 1650, all at the same price. So once again, I do implore Foodie Beauty, take back your system. What you currently have, I think, is below par for what you're trying to do, and this system would be a lot better for like literally the same price. So hopefully she does that. Hopefully she gets the Logitech Brio. Hopefully, I don't know, the microphone sounds pretty good, pretty decent with her system, so she can keep that. Speakers, I guess what she has is good. I think those are Logitech's from what I saw in the picture. Other than that, that is it. I don't know why her stands didn't tell her that the Apple iMac M1 can actually dual boot. I've been screaming it out loud. A lot of other people were screaming it out loud saying, yes, you can dual boot your Mac. You can put Windows 10 or Windows 11 on the Mac, and then she can game on the iMac. There was no need to return that system, but that's now neither here or there. It's already returned. She may or may not have paid a premium. If she didn't, maybe they said, okay, you can return it as long as we'll give you store credit and you buy something else. That's possible. Or maybe she did have to pay some sort of equivalence to what would be called a restocking fee. I have no idea. I wasn't there. I can only speculate. What I do know, she said she got $122 back. I don't think it was cash. I think it was store credit. So we shall see. Otherwise, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching this video. I gave a little bit of explanation. If you're still confused, well, just leave me a comment and we shall talk about it. Subscribe if you haven't. Maybe hit the notification bell if you haven't. And if you also have not, set it to all. And I will see you either you commenting on a pre-recorded video or I'll see you in the live stream. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.